Alright, so today we're going to be doing a little bit of Halloween decor hunting. I don't really have anything in particular I'm looking for. Um, the only thing I'm really looking for is like some candles and stuff. I actually just burned through my last Halloween themed candle from last year, so it's kind of perfect. So other than maybe finding a couple nice candles and who knows, again, nothing really in particular. I'm trying to be kind of a little picky. I've kind of run out of space here. Also, I might be moving in a couple weeks, so I don't really want to get stuff and then have to pack it again. So we're just gonna go out, see what we can find. Also, I think the Spirit in my area is open, so we're gonna go see if they have anything exciting. Usually within the first couple weeks, it's a little dead, not completely stocked, but let's see what we can find. All right, pretty good time. You know, can't go wrong with even not buying anything, just going out and getting the vibes. But we did find a couple things. We went to At Home, Home Goods. Normally we'd go to Joann's, but we all know they went out of business. Super bummer. They usually have some of my favorite stuff, including the candles that I normally like to get. And then we went to Target just for groceries since I was in that area, and they don't have any Halloween yet. Then we went to Spirit and Michael's. Mostly, again, didn't really find too much. The first place we went, got some stuff was At Home. Again, being picky, mainly looking for candles. If I find something I like, I really want to like it and want it. But we didn't really find too much of that. We did find this nice little tube, which is tissues. I believe there is tissues in here, but the bottom pops off and you can kind of refill it. So I thought I'd snag this. It was a couple bucks, $3 for one of these. They had a couple different designs of these, but I figured this is like a nice little desk situation instead of having like I normally have like the 4x4 cube tissues, but this is like nice and it'll match the vibe really well. Kind of matches that thing over there. Secondly, again, keeping it pretty casual. I got these little faced pumpkins, cheap little guys. These were $6 each. Nothing too crazy. They just caught my eye. At Home has been doing more of stuff like this. They also had like the pot vase type thing with the weird face on it. Was really attracted to that. I almost grabbed that, but again, you know, being picky. There was also like this mushroom that had a face cut out. It was like a jack-o'-lantern mushroom kind of thing. It's kind of cool. I might put that as like a project idea and make my own, or like, you know, a bunch of them. Have a, you know, a couple little house mushrooms as decoration. But I went with these. They were cool, cheap. They're not gonna take up too much space. And then to wrap up At Home, we got a couple of pretty basic candles. These aren't too Halloween, other than being round and pumpkin-like with the ribs. But I went with Crisp Harvest Apple. Can't really go wrong with like an apple or cinnamon or something like that. I really like that. And then I went with Autumn Glow Amber, which is more of like a autumny. It's hard to say, you know. I don't know. Autumn Amber, whatever that means. But like I said, pretty basic shapes. I tend to want more something that after I'm done with them, I can clean them out and use them as stuff, or use them as decoration if nothing else. And honestly, these are good. These will be great for, you know, a nice little round vessel. And then on to the next. We didn't really Home Goods, where I don't normally go. I'll go like once or twice in a season. Since this is my first time, and again in this area, this might be the last time in this area. So if I end up moving in and we get into a new area, I'll probably go again. But Home Goods just isn't normally my vibe. I can find some things here and there, but being picky, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Their store is also just very like messy. How they stock their shelves, they just kind of shove everything on the shelves. There isn't really any rhyme or reason. You can find one thing in one aisle and the same thing in a different aisle, and it's just a mess. So it's kind of hard to find stuff or look for anything in particular. But that being said, I did give a good look. I walked around the whole store. You know, they also don't really have a specific Halloween section, although they do. They also put like, if it's bathroom related, it's actually in their bathroom section, not the Halloween section. So gotta walk around and look. But again, another candle. This is kind of more what I was looking for. Again, pretty simple, but it has the, you know, a little bit fancier, nice little emblem on the front, and then it has the fancier lid. This one is sea salt and sandalwood, or Dead Sea, makes sense. And again, sandalwood and like that, yeah, autumn amber is, you know, kind of in like that muskier scent, which is a little bit different. I normally go either something like that, or if I'm going completely opposite, I want like a fruitier smell. But again, walking around, I found this, which is a nice coffin, little, looks like a dish, but it's actually filled with candle. And this one I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the scent's supposed to be. It says spellbind scented candle, whatever that means. It's a Christian Siriano. Must be the designer of this piece. There was also a bigger one, which was more hexagonal. So it was probably twice the size of this one, and in like a hexagonal shape, but it's basically the same thing with all the little, you know, different bats and filigree and stuff. And I had a, you know, a big lid with the knob in the center. Again, this is more the vibe I was looking for, more Halloween or spooky related. Again, once the candle's done, this is gonna be super nice little container for, who knows, whatever I figure out to put in it. And then finally, nothing special, but gotta treat yourself. We got some sour pumpkins. I haven't tried them yet, but I'm sure they're decent. They're probably orange flavored if I had to guess. With all that being said, pretty much it. Like I said, nothing too special. I just wanted to get out there, get into this area at least one last time before I perhaps move or whatever, you know what I mean? So, with all that being said, hit the thumbs up if you like what you saw. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe. I'm always over here doing some sort of creative project normally, art, painting, making furniture, home decor, who knows? Leave in the comments below what I should do next. See you on the next one.